It's full time. Arsenal 1, Brighton 1, game at the Emirates. I thought that this game will obviously go in favor of Arsenal, but these points have gone ahead to be shared in what I believe that Arsenal went ahead to give away this game. Leave alone the red card, because even if it came in through and Arsenal had gone ahead obviously utilize its chances that they had gone ahead to create in the first opening minutes of the game, like in the first 50 minutes of the game or 20, Arsenal would have gone to find themselves in a position of killing off this game. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as don't miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And this is the channel that brings you your latest news and information of all your football teams apart from Manchester United. If at all you want to get United stories and United feeds, go on to what we call the United Matters channel, and then you'll do the needful. Here you'll only get Arsenal and other teams, but United stuff won't be gotten here. And remember, we are powered by Mono Gadgets. Mono Gadgets are dealers in phones and laptops, brand new. And if at all you want a used phone and a used laptop from the United Kingdom, they'll come to your service. That is Mono Gadgets for you. And you can as well call them on +256 70 99 88 665. WhatsApp them on the same number, and you'll thank me later, my mate. Now, you can as well follow them on TikTok. Mono Gadgets is the place to be, and they'll obviously be showcasing the wide range of products they're really having into their stores, and you enjoy them to the fullest. Now, we thank God for the gift of life, and for the Muslims, we thank Allah for the gift of life. And let's obviously get into this beautiful game of football, really break it down. Now, this game is going to hit to end 1-1 in favor of nobody, and these points have gone here to be shared. That means Arsenal is at 7 points and Brighton is also at 7 points. Declan Rice in the 49th minute went ahead obviously get a red card, but Arsenal had already gone ahead obviously capitalize onto the assist of Bukayo Saka, and Kai Havertz went ahead to do justice. Kai Havertz has gone ahead to score his second goal of the season in the Premier League. 2 games, 3 goals, and I tell you what, he's really on fire because he also has an assist, meaning that in 3 games he's really having 3 goal involvements, and I think he's really on fire. And by the end of this season, I tell you, Havertz is really gonna be one of those people that everyone will be like, he can really be that number 9 that Arsenal are dreaming about. You know, very many Arsenal fans have always going to be telling me, Rokani, no way Arsenal is really going to win a trophy if at all they don't bring in a number 9. And I was like, you guys are jokers. Create chances for Kai Havertz and obviously go ahead and really score the goals. And he missed out on one of the chances he created for himself. But for any typical striker, 3 chances, 1 goal. And for him, I think he got 2 chances and really killed off 1. And I think that's pretty typical of a number 9. And I think he fought a lot into what he thought that he was supposed to be doing to really put Arsenal into the front line. But the red card of Declan Rice really failed Arsenal. That is it. Really failed Arsenal. Because before this red card came in through, Brighton looked nowhere near that they can even come close to the side of Arsenal. That is it. They never looked anywhere near come close to the side of Arsenal. That was really the worrying side of Brighton. And they were like, let's leave the ball for Arsenal and let's hit them on the break. And the red card changed everything all. And in the 49th minute, obviously, Declan Rice was obviously sent off, and 9 minutes later, he was really shown. And 9 minutes later, Arsenal concedes. And for Arsenal to concede, I can obviously take the blame to Mikel Arteta, because, you know, you've gone ahead to lose out on one of your workaholics into the midfield, and you don't really make that change that you saw yourself bring on Carafiori, because I believe immediately after Declan Rice got red carded, the best thing was take off Trossard, get on Carafiori, and play with a 3-man central defense that was having Timber, 1. The other one would have gone here to be Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba. You get then Carafiori to be played as a left back and Declan Rice to be played as a right back. When you look at the goal Arsenal concede, amidst the mistake that was done by the central defense of Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba, because by then they were playing a 2-man central defense, I believe if they had a 3rd man, like Erdogan obviously add Julian Timber to that central defense, it would have gone ahead to be a different case of story altogether. You know, I think the third man would have gone ahead to obviously be available when João Pedro was obviously putting that ball into the back of the net. But the problem was all about him delaying. He took how many minutes? This guy was really red carded in the 49th minute, and it took 9 minutes without doing anything possible. And I was like, why doesn't Arteta do a change immediately? Because you know to it that when you're man down, Brighton is not going to be respecting you like it has been respecting you when you're really having the same number of players on the field of play. So it shows you that even the manager was really reluctant a little bit, because that was a position that he needed obviously rectify immediately, as you were left with Thomas Partey in that midfield, and then Trossard was supposed to get off the field of play. I think that's exactly what the manager had to do. But he delayed, and because of him delaying, it costed him the day. And I believe Arsenal would have wanted to get in those 3 points, and they would have wanted to get a clean sheet, because not very many threatening chances. This team went ahead to score even when, went ahead to create even when Arsenal was a man down. So you can well understand what the situation was with the side of Arsenal. So having gone ahead to obviously level it up, having gone ahead obviously score a winner in the dying minutes against Manchester United, João Pedro has gone ahead to obviously see Arsenal drop more 2 points into the mix. And these are things that Arsenal really faced last season against Fulham and Spurs in their first opening 10 games of the season. And I think those are the points that they wouldn't have gone ahead to drop. And I tell you, if Arsenal doesn't really rectify how it plays, then lots of things are not gonna go its way this season, and they might regret these points, because they regretted these points last season, and they've gone ahead to do the same thing. And for Declan Rice, he has gone ahead to get his first professional red card. And you ask yourself, if you are already in the referee's book for yellow card, why do you do what Declan Rice went ahead to do? Because it's known that if you block play, it's a yellow card. If you block a set piece play, even if it's a quick start, you don't block it. When you block it, it's a red card, straight up, no even negotiations. It's a red card that has to be given to you. So I think Rice acted a little bit of naive, and all those Arsenal players will be looking at him and really understanding that he's the man responsible for not really giving in the best performances tonight, because he was already on a yellow card and he did another bookable offense that saw him really get sent himself off. But if you are not a very concerned person who pays a lot of attention to detail, you might not understand how impactful this red card is. And I tell you, it's really going to impact how Arsenal is really going to play when they're really facing the side of Tottenham Hotspur. When they return from the international break, they're having 2 big games, Tottenham Hotspur into the mix, and there is another one, Man City. So he's going to be missing out on to the North London Derby, you know. And remember, Merino, who would have gone to come in to obviously do the job, is also having a shoulder injury. I'm going to be doing that video to let you know how long Mikel Merino is going to be out for. Then Julian Timber, you're going to hit to see him walk off the field of play. So Arsenal is really looking very, 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 very lightweight in some departments, because players are really going out. And this really shows you exactly why the team of Arsenal told Julian Timber that Jakub Kiwior that you are going nowhere. You get? You are going to be here and you're going nowhere. So Arsenal is really having problems. And for everyone who was like, Arsenal did the mistake of not getting Arsenal did the mistake of getting in Sterling. Now you know why Sterling is really needed, because as injuries surge at the club of Arsenal, you really have Sterling coming in through, and he's going to be training with Arsenal for these 2 weeks that are going to see Arsenal go into an international break and return later. So Arsenal's injury list is really increasing now. Timber, Tomiyasu, Kientieni, right? So when you add on the suspended Declan Rice and Merino, those are 5 players that are not going to be featuring into that side. Jesus, we all know to it that he's really a doubt. He is a big doubt for that game. We don't know whether he's going to be using these 2 weeks to obviously heal to the fullest. But David Raya showed his class today. David Raya, Thomas Partey, and Kai Havertz, for me, have been the best players in the field of play. Not forgetting Ben White. Today, Mitoma tried to do all the antics, but the man was like, whatever you are doing, I really know, or I have a solution for everything. It looked like Benjamin White had gone ahead, obviously, do the needful into the mix, and really, no. It's like he pre-read or understood the game of Mitoma into the mix. And let's go to the stats of the game. Arsenal 11 shots, Brighton 22, 7 shots on target by Arsenal, 4 shots on target by Brighton, 36% ball possession by Arsenal, and 64% ball possession by Brighton, 269 passes completed by Arsenal, then Brighton completed 456, 73% passing accuracy by Arsenal, 85% passing accuracy by Brighton, 12 fouls by Arsenal, 7 fouls by Brighton, 3 yellow cards to Arsenal, 2 yellow cards to the side of Brighton, 1 red card to Arsenal, no red cards to Brighton, 3 offsides to Arsenal and 1 offside to Brighton, 3 corners to Arsenal and 7 corners to the side of Brighton. When we go to what we call the table and how it's really looking like, Brighton is on top of the Premier League table and they're having 7 points, a goal difference of 4, and Arsenal second with 7 points, Man City second with 6 points, Liverpool fourth with 6 points. Spurs is coming into action, I think, today to put in the record shift altogether. So it shows you that 3 games, and that's how the table is really looking. Man City is playing West Ham later today, and Liverpool is playing Manchester United, that is tomorrow. And I think Spurs has a chance to come into the top of the table if they can score more goals. The same applies to Newcastle and Nottingham Forest into the mix. So that's what we had in here for you, and I believe most of you want me to talk about the referee. I think the referee did the best. You get? The referee came up and really did the best, and I don't see anything wrong that the referee went ahead to do. That is it. I think he did what he had to do, and he really officiated this game very, very well. 50-50s, sometimes players fell themselves down and was like, please wake up because you need to be doing the needful. So for me, I see no problem with what this man went ahead to do for the side of Arsenal, and it was really okay. Though sometimes Arsenal fans will feel agitated, but it's Declan Rice that has costed you these 3 points. It's Declan Rice, that is it. But Partey had a very good game. Then who else? We talk about Kai Havertz and David Raya. They really had a very beautiful game today. And for Brighton, I think they failed to win a 3rd game in a row. They've gone ahead to win their first 2 games, and they've gone ahead to lose this one into the mix. So thank you guys for watching. I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Arsenal 1, Brighton 1. And we sign out for now. See you later, and we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ, and may the living to God bless you abundantly. Allah, for the Muslims, Allah grants you the best of protection that you deserve. We out. Bye-bye.